Scott. I can't believe how happy I am. You really proposed to me. It was so touching and sweet. I still can't find my place. I want to run and jump for joy. You're the best man in the whole world. Felicia, yes, it was a wonderful moment, but I think it looked a little silly. I even feel a slight sense of shame. I don't know how to explain this feeling. Why? What's wrong? Everything is just wonderful. It seemed a bit inappropriate to me to propose in such a situation. There were just so many people around and they were all watching us. I felt incredibly awkward, but I was overwhelmed with emotions at that moment. I just think it's right to propose in a secluded romantic setting. Yes, but you did it in the park, and it was wonderful. All the people around were very happy for us. For me, it looked even more romantic than in a secluded setting. I'm so glad you were able to do that. It's really not easy to gather all your strength and make a proposal among a huge crowd of people. You're my hero. Yeah, I really am. I was able to overcome my fear and propose to you. I was really scared. I knew you wouldn't say no, but in the moment when I proposed to you, so many different thoughts were swirling around my head, and I was expecting anything. Everything went too well, even better than I could have imagined. And these people around, how great they supported me so much in that moment. You're right, they supported us so well. It was magnificent. I'm glad everything went so well, and now another equally important moment has come for us. We need to prepare for our wedding, and I want to talk to you something that really worries me. Do you know what I mean? No, I don't know, but you can feel free to tell me everything that's bothering you. This is a very painful topic for me. It's hard for me to talk about, but I have to try. Of course, you and I are one and the same. If there's something that's bothering you or causing you pain, I'd be happy to help you with it. And don't forget, we just became one. You don't have to hide anything from me, and you can talk about anything openly. I'm always here and will always support you. You know about my financial situation right now. I won't be able to pay for a nice wedding for us. Maybe you could take care of all the expenses? I took a step towards you, and you could take a step towards me? Oh, okay, yes. I understand you're having money problems right now and don't have that possibility, but I'm still over the moon that despite that, you took such a serious step. Of course, I'll take care of all the expenses we need, especially since then I can realize all my ideas and plans and create the wedding of my dreams. You don't have to worry about it. That's a great idea. You're probably the happiest girl in the world. Not every girl can have a wedding rely solely on their own taste. This is a huge opportunity for you. But most importantly, don't forget about the very important part of any wedding. What's the very important part? I don't quite understand what you're talking about. Now I'm very intrigued. I don't want to miss a single moment from my dream wedding. Are you serious? It's obvious. The key to a successful wedding is a good bachelor party, and you know how important it is to have one last hurrah in life. You have to give me money for an amazing party with my friends. I have to go all out to enter into a happy married life. You understand this, right? And of course, don't forget about the bachelorette party. That's important too. Oh, right. You're absolutely right. I was so caught up in my thoughts and ideas that I completely forgot about that. It's a good thing you reminded me. Of course, I'll allocate money for that too. Our parties shouldn't go unnoticed. So as I understand it, your bachelor party went great, right? Scott, are you still sleeping? Or are you busy and I'm distracting you? Ugh. Oh, my head. I feel so bad. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Looks like you really let loose like never before. You really didn't control how much you were drinking. You usually don't drink that much, but the state you were in yesterday just shocked me. I've never seen you like that before. Yeah, I think I went a little overboard. But the party was great, I guess. I don't remember much from the party. It's like all memory just went away from the beginning. But You really did a great job. You probably spent a lot of money on this party. All the guys were just thrilled. All I remember is whiskey pouring into me like a river. But the strangest thing is, I drank just as much as everyone else. No one slowed down. I need to ask the guys how they feel now and what condition they were in yesterday. I just can't believe I was the drunkest one at the party. I think you still have time to believe it. I talked to your friends yesterday. You were very lucky, by the way. They brought you home, and they looked quite adequate, unlike you. Seriously? You're not joking? Oh, I think I won't forget this for a long time. You were in such a state that you couldn't even put a few words together. Not to mention that you couldn't literally stand on your own feet. They held you by both hands and your legs were just weak. They just dangled as if they weren't working at all. Very strange. How did it happen at all? I thought I was controlling how much I was drinking. Maybe you do control how much you drink, but it's definitely not about yesterday. Your friend Peter said he had to take whiskey bottles away from you by force. And how you didn't want to go home. You said you wanted to continue to party and open bottle after bottle. Oh, I'm really pleased with myself. Whatever else, I definitely know how to have fun. It seems like you're a master at that. I left a bottle of water and a few tablets on the table for you. They should help you with your headache. Good thing you don't have anywhere to go. I can't even imagine how you'd manage to do anything today after yesterday. You're right. How are things at work? I have a ton of work to do today. I just got in and it feels like I've been here for days. I hope I don't get as drunk at my bachelorette party. Otherwise, my boss won't forgive me. When is it again? Did you forget? We planned all the dates. My bachelorette party is today. All right. I guess I'm still not recovered from yesterday. I completely forgot. How do you plan to celebrate? Nothing too special. Just standard gathering with close friends and my sister. We'll hang out, drink a bit, talk about how I'm giving up the single life, and that's about it. Are there going to be only girls there? What are you getting at? Well, you never know. There might be some guys at your party. I really don't want anything to happen. You know how I feel about you being around other guys. What are you implying? Obviously, I don't want any guys at your party. I trust you, but you never know what could happen. You know I won't forgive you for cheating on me. Jerk. Why would you say that? What cheating? I'm marrying you. This is just a regular bachelorette party that every girl has before getting married. Where would guys even come from? And why would I cheat on you? We've been together for so many years. You proposed to me. I'm overflowing with love for you. Did I say anything like that about your bachelor party? And let me remind you, you came home drunk yesterday, and who knows what you would have done. But it never even occurred to me to think about cheating. That's very strange. I understand. I just wanted to be sure nothing like that would happen. And remind you of how I feel about you being around other guys. Okay, I got it. I was just a little taken back by that question. It was really strange and inappropriate for me. I need to get back to work so I can leave on time and not be late for my own bachelorette party. Felicia, I need to talk to you. I have some news for you. Hey, Scott. What's up? Of course. I have a ton of news for you, too. I was just about to text you, but you beat me to it by a few minutes. I have a lot of good news. Everything is ready for our beautiful wedding. I've invited all the guests we planned for, and I've secured the best restaurant. We've discussed the entire wedding menu with them. We have a fabulous wedding cake and lots of entertainment and games planned. I'm going to wear such a gorgeous dress. You never see me so beautiful. But of course, I won't show it to you yet. So, what's your news? You're not involved in the wedding preparations, are you? Or did you prepare some surprise for me? If you did, I'd be so happy. Surprise? Well, you could call it that. Oh my God, Scott, you didn't have to. I know you're having some financial problems right now. You didn't have to go through all this trouble for me. You probably prepared a fabulous gift for me. You're so sweet, Scott. No, it's not quite like that. I just need to talk to you about something. Oh, it's okay. What do you want to talk to me about? I'm really interested. I don't even know how to say this to you. Just say it. Don't keep me in suspense. I'm dying of curiosity. It's not good news for you. Did something happen? Please, just tell me what's going on. I've already said that we'll face any problem together. Nothing should stop us from being happy. Felicia, we have to cancel the wedding. What? What happened? Did something terrible happen to you? What could possibly prevent our wedding from happening? No, nothing terrible happened. I just don't want to marry you. I'm sorry, it's true. You asked me to always tell the truth, and this is the truth. Is this some kind of joke? If you're really joking right now, it's a very stupid joke. What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't want to marry me? No, I'm not joking. I'm not even trying to make fun of you. I just made up my mind that I don't want to marry you. Just accept it, that's all. No! What do you mean, just accept this and move on? We've been together for so many years. You proposed to me. You were so excited before. We celebrated with our friends. I prepared absolutely everything for our wedding. And now, you're saying I should just accept it that you don't want to marry me? What happened in the meantime? Maybe I don't know something. Why don't you want to marry me? I just realized we're not right for each other. We're too different. It would be very difficult for us to get along together. Are you serious right now? What kind of nonsense are you even saying? Do I really have to believe this? Are you saying that we've been dating for 5 years, and you, only now, after proposing to me, realize that we're not right for each other? Everything was wonderful between us all these years. What happened in these few weeks that made you realize we can't live together and become a happy family? Well, it's true we are completely different people. Stop trying to get an answer from me. I already told you everything. You need to accept it. How can I accept this? Do you even realize how absurd all this sounds? Even children in kindergarten come up with more believable excuses themselves. I spent so much time, money, and effort organizing the wedding. I prepared every day and chose the best for us. And now, I believe that I have the right to get a truthful answer to my question. Why are you refusing to have the wedding? I demand a real reason. This is very difficult. I can't tell you the real reason. Darn it! I knew it. Now I understand that you really have a more weighty reason to refuse the wedding. But be a man, at least now, and tell me the real reason I have the right to know. You have no idea how difficult this is for me right now. Enough. Tell me now. Just try to understand me right now. I really thought that my proposal could change the situation, but I was wrong. All this time, I didn't love you. For many years, I was in love with your sister. I even started dating you to see her as often as possible. I was too scared to even talk to her. Being in a relationship with you really helped me start talking to her, and for a while now, we have been secretly dating. We're very serious. I just didn't want to tell you to avoid hurting you, honestly. And when I proposed to you, I really thought it would change something inside of me, and I would want to be with you. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So we need to break up so I can continue building my life with your sister. I can't believe my eyes. April? Are you talking about April right now? Yes. We are together and now we don't have to hide it. Are you crazy? You didn't want to hurt me, so you dated me for 5 whole years, proposed to me, made me prepare for our wedding, spent a huge amount of money, and all this time you were dating my sister and making plans with her? Do you even understand what you're saying? I just can't believe you. I really want to believe that this is just a stupid prank. I just can't believe your words. This is all true, pure truth, so I'll say it again, but you just need to accept it and move on. You're such a jerk. I can't even write to you a message properly. I'm shaking uncontrollably. How could you do this to me? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why did I waste so much time and money in preparing for our wedding? You could have just told me earlier. Do you understand that? Well, I just didn't want to upset you. I did everything to hurt you as little as possible. You should be understanding towards me. I cared about your emotional state. How could I have told you earlier? Oh yes, really? And now is the perfect time to tell me the whole truth? I'm surprised you didn't decide to tell me during the wedding ceremony, when we would have been exchanging rings. That would have been the most appropriate time, I think. Don't be sarcastic now. That's really wrong of you. Do you even understand how difficult it was for me to tell you the whole truth? You should respect me for such a strong action. Idiot! I spent a huge amount of money on our wedding, while you were waiting for the perfect moment to tell me that you absolutely didn't care about me and you loved my sister. And all her stupid smirks when you told me how much you loved me, how much you couldn't wait for us to become husband and wife. What disgusting people you are. I just can't believe that all this time I was surrounded by such insensitive idiots. Don't you dare talk about your sister like that. Neither she nor I are to blame. If you didn't know, people can't choose whom they love. So there's no one to blame in this situation. And if you're so stingy and worried about all the money you spent on our wedding, I have a proposal for you. I already told you that me and April are serious, right? Well, you can give the wedding to us. You don't need it anymore. And that way, you'll be helping your sister and me. I think you should do that. It will be the right thing for you to do on your part. All right, I agree. At least it won't be for nothing that I spent so much time preparing. What the hell did you do? Do you even have a conscience? Did something happen? What did you even do at the wedding? Do you really think it's funny? You actually convinced both my parents and yours to do that stunt at our wedding? Aren't you ashamed at all? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Of course. I can't even imagine what you said to our parents, but I'm just in shock. Do you even realize that my parents kicked me out of the house? And your parents disowned your sister too? Are you happy? Do you even understand what you've done? What did you say to our parents? Answer me right now. I just told them the truth. I didn't make anything up. I just didn't see any need to. You know how well your parents treated me. They considered me their own daughter. Do you think it was easy for them to find out that my sister will be your wife instead of me after everything that happened between us? And how you used me for 5 years for this. They just drew their own conclusions. I didn't help them at all. You realize that this is just the beginning of our life together, and you've turned our families against us? How can you be so selfish and stupid? Why do you think you have even the slightest right to interfere with other people's happiness? So you have a great start to your life together. Your own separate life together. Now you'll be living apart. You won't even have a choice. Nobody and nothing can ever interfere with your happiness now. All right, I get it, even though it's dumb. You have a reason to be mad at me. But why would you treat your own sister like that? She's your flesh and blood, and you're willing to ruin her life like this? That's just low of you. You need to go talk to our parents. You need to explain the situation to them and make them change their attitude towards us. Otherwise, you'll have to live with the shame your whole life. Well, I'll choose the second option then. I'll figure it out somehow. And I suggest you finally find a job. My sister won't be able to help you like I did for so many years, because now there's no one else to help you. Good luck. Our parents unanimously decided to completely cut ties with Scott and April, after learning about how cruelly Scott had been using me all this time. And any support to him was also cut off. Scott's parents were in disbelief for a long time after what happened. They loved me very much, and I was very close to them. Our parents still continued to communicate, but now they mentioned Scott and April less and less. From what I've heard from Scott's friends, they had a ton of conflicts in the relationship almost right away. They had no money and weren't ready for what was going to happen to them. They soon filed for divorce. April realized there was no way to return to the family and left. Scott came to his parents many times and begged for forgiveness, but they couldn't forgive him for such an act, and couldn't believe they had raised such a cruel, cold-hearted, selfish person.